Hey everyone, this is Derek here, and welcome to something a little different today. I'm going to be casting a game, a very high level game played by you, my subscribers. So this is something that a number of you have asked me to do and something that I've wanted to do for a while. And casting your guys' games gives you guys exposure, and I get to watch some pretty awesome gameplay, and I think it's a win-win. So if you want to submit a game to me to be cast, make sure you upload it to YouTube as an unlisted video and then send the link to derekgreplays@gmail.com. I'll leave a link in the video description as well as put it up on screen here. And I will potentially cast your game. And let me know in that email when you send me the email with the link what sort of game it is, if it's a high kill game, if it's some crazy quadruple grenade kill, if it's, whatever happens. So let me know what it is. That way I can figure out if it's something that we want to cast, just because I don't want to do a lot of these same videos in a row. And that just helps me out there. So helps me screen the videos a little bit. So today we have a crazy high kill game from Novasniper, who is a subscriber. They dropped Pecado Arena, and just a ridiculous game here. So I figured, why not cast it for you guys and show you all the insanity that happens. So it's in a different language, so don't worry. I will try to do my best to describe what he's getting and what the strategy is. And we'll just watch the game and have some fun. So you can see that he's got an M16 and an SKS so far. Looks like a flash hider for that M16. He's got the cool skin on it. That's the skin from the Elite Royal Pass, I believe. He got a frag grenade there. It's a good idea. And they are playing aggressive. So they drop Pecado Arena. They know there are some people. There's no in-game sound, unfortunately. If you can record with in-game sound, that's definitely preferable, because it's fun to hear the explosions, the gunshots, the footsteps. But otherwise, I will just have to do my best to talk you guys through it. They got some more 7.62 there, and being aggressive in this game generally pays off. So here's somebody, he just runs him down and takes him out. So it's early in the game. The guy didn't have much. Has that police vest. He didn't have a vest, actually, so it's good to get that one. Even though it's damaged, it's better than nothing, of course. And we'll see what else he can find. But they're playing aggressive, and aggression, like I said, usually pays off in this game, especially early in the game, because people are so worried about just looting equipment and trying to survive that they're not wanting to engage people this quickly. So that will definitely work to their advantage. 93 people left. And I'll try to keep track of the kills by the teammates too, but there are just so many of them that it's hard to keep track, honestly. So he's got a Win 94. That's pretty cool. So Nova Flips, I'm going to get that wrong, but he has a Win 94 and used it to get a knockout or a kill. So that's pretty neat. A gun that I don't see being used that much in the game, unfortunately. Here's footsteps to his northeast or east, so he figures somebody else must be in this apartment building. So there he is. He was waiting at the top of the steps, didn't even expect somebody to come through that way. Level 3 backpack, looks like an extended quick draw, a ton of 5.56, a pan, a vertical foregrip for the M4. So he switched to an M4 from an M16 too. Has a vertical for that SKS too if he wants it. Going to go ahead and heal up a little bit. Still has that damaged level 2 vest, but he has a level 3 backpack and a full level 2 helmet now. And a ton of scopes. Look at that, an 8 times on the SKS, a red dot on the M4. That is an excellent combination. And you can see that the teammates are working together. So you had somebody else, Nova Sin, who followed him into the apartment building just to be his backup in case he got knocked out, because keeping your teammates alive is super important. And part of being able to do that is if somebody gets knocked out, be able to be there to kill the person who knocked them out and then be able to revive them before they die. So that looks like a bot. Unfortunately, a headshot there. I mean, I guess, if you don't know if it's a bot or a real person, you always want to go for the head just because the damage is there. But that guy had a level 3 helmet, and Nova Sniper only had a level 2. So unfortunately, couldn't take advantage of that bot delivery service of a level 3 helmet. So still able to loot him though. Guy didn't have much, just a UMP. So let's see. It looks like Flips is, and I do apologize for that name. I'm totally saying it wrong, but looks like he's in Casino. And then Nova Sin is over in the apartments. Enemies ahead. So you can see they're using that. Quick command, which is very, very useful. Looks like he's up in the, where is he? There he is, second floor. So He's going to go ahead, just ADS with that red dot and take him out. And now he's able to revive Flips. So you can see he drops a 4-time scope for him. This is great teamwork. You hear more footsteps to his north. So there might be somebody else in that building still that they have to figure out and deal with. So it's just going to be super aggressive again. He's got the M4 and just looking around, trying to clear. And he hears shots to the south now, the other side of Casino. And that was a great find there to be able to protect his teammate who was healing after he had gotten revived. So you can see just working together there. That's where the one guy died. A bunch of 5.56 and 7.62. He's doing pretty well on ammo now. He's got some good boost items, lots of first aid kits, and he's got too many scopes. So he's contemplating, what does he want here? Does he want a 2 times, a red dot, a holographic? Looks like he's going with a holographic on the M16 for now, or the M416, and an 8 times on the SKS. So there's another guy over there by that buggy that's not a natural buggy spawn. So presumably, I wasn't watching the minimap, but presumably they heard the buggy coming in and were able to take care of those guys. He is now up to 6 kills already. And that's because, again, they're playing aggressive. Like, they drop Pecado Arena, which is a hot spot to drop. There's another guy right there. He's hip firing and able to get him, just running up, taking him out. And it's one of those situations where, like I said, aggression typically pays off in this game. So even though they drop somewhere hot, they're not staying there. They're actually running around and being out in the open of Pecado, being able to loot up those other buildings and chase down people that they hear. So he's going to go ahead and again use a bandage or 2, heal back up. And unfortunately, still that damage level 2 vest. So I would like to see him exchange that at some point soon. Looks like an extended magazine. He already has an extended quick draw, I think. So no big deal there. There's a quick draw. And I think he's going to go up all the way. So he's going to go up to the top floor. I'm curious. Oh, there's a guy actually on the stairs. What the heck? That was that's why the door was open, I guess. So that was pretty crazy. I don't know what league this is in. I'm not sure. He's going ahead and prioritizing that 5.56 over the 7.62. That makes sense. He's got so many healing items at this point. He's got so many boost items, and then those first aid kits. It will be nice when I think it's 0.8.0 comes out, and that's the one that allows you to customize your item pickup. So then you don't actually have to worry about picking up 7 first aid kits. You only have to pick up 5, or if you only want to pick up 10 bandages instead of 15 by default, you can do that. If you want to pick up a certain amount of ammo for a certain weapon, you can do that too. Doesn't go up to the roof, actually. Interesting. So I typically go up and snipe off of that roof, especially if you have an 8 times, but perhaps he wants to be with his teammates, or they want to move out. Obviously staying in the roof is a little riskier. There's another guy southeast, it looks like, straight southeast past the Jeep there. He does see him. And that's the other tip to getting a high kill game, is being able to see people. And that's something that I have to get better at for sure. Like, I'm not the best at that. But being able to recognize where people are, that is something that gets you those kills, because the faster you see them, the faster you can take them out. So it looks like Sin with the VSS actually takes that guy out before Sniper is able to get to him, but that's okay. It looks like it was another bot, only had some 9mm, another UMP. So it looks like a UMP sort of game for the bots. It looks like what they're spawning with. And are they going to go ahead and loot this grouping of apartments? Perhaps. There's another kill with the VSS. Definitely putting that to good use. VSS is actually a very powerful weapon early in the game. There's a Tommy gun kill, but you have to have an extended magazine or at least a quick draw on it, because otherwise, at least from my experience, the reload time of that VSS is just so slow. So I think it's like a 4.5 second reload for 10 rounds of 9mm, which just don't do that much damage. But if you have the extended, useful, or if you have the quick draw, reduces the reload time enough to make it useful. Added looks like a flash hider on that M4. Surprised he didn't have that before. Maybe that was on the SKS. He picked up a flash hider earlier in the arena when they started. So here we go. We've got a vehicle. They are moving out. They've got the truck. No longer take damage if you get hit by a vehicle by your teammates. There's somebody over there. It looks like a bot running straight at them. So I'm not sure, that's what I was saying before, I'm not sure what league this was played in. It looks like there are a number of bots, but there are also a number of real teams, because the guys in the apartments, the guy in that tall building, the guys outside by the casino, those are all real people. So not entirely sure. So perhaps we'll see at the end when they get to the results screen. But until then, looks like we'll just have to enjoy the game. So they are in the circle. So again, note that this is another tip to getting a lot of kills. They are in the circle. They don't have to move at this point, but they are going to because they want to find other people. Looks like they're actually going to split up too. Are they all going to go into that vehicle instead? Okay. So they're all going into this pickup truck now. And it looks like they want to go south. So maybe towards Los Leones maybe. There's another person there. So taking another couple shots at that guy, taking him out. And you can see there's no shame in, there's no team killing really in a game like this. Here, it sounds like there's the plane. Okay, so they're looking for the plane, seeing where it's going to drop. Potentially they will contest for that, even if they're not going there to get the care package. They might drive over that way to kill the people who do go for it. So that's another strategy for sure, to be able to engage more people in the game. I don't know entirely where that's dropping. Oh, there it goes. Wow, so that dropped like super far to the west. That's out past, that's kind of like El Pozo area, I think. I'm not entirely sure, but it looks like it's pretty far out there. So yeah, it looks like they're going to go for it though, or at least head in that direction. So like I said, high kill game, you have to seek out kills, and that's kind of what they're doing now. So looks like they're going to head out. It looks like they're actually, going to head outside the zone even. Yeah, so that's a weird drop. It drops so far outside the next zone, but yeah, maybe they will see some people coming in this way. Oops, there's a tree. Maybe they'll see some people coming towards them, because the people who are out this way are going to have to move towards Pecado area for the next zone, which starts to close in just about 2.5 minutes. So they have plenty of time to make it their way out here and either grab that loot or contest for it. There's probably a bot. Just going to jump out and take care of him quick. Never miss the opportunity to get a kill if you want a crazy high kill game. Already up to 9 kills, 56 people left, and Novasniper is up to 9. And I know that there are a number of other people on his teammate who are on his team who already have a number of kills too. So some good teamwork there. They're putting the car behind the tree. Looks like Novasniper is going to go for the airdrop, see what he gets. He hears some shots off to the north. He's actually going to stop. Oh yeah, see the guy at the base of the hill there. So he is contemplating going for that airdrop, I think, or taking out those people first. So it looks like he's actually going to go for it. And let's see what there is. There's another person running towards him straight southwest now. I'm sure he sees him. He switched out the SKS for an AWM, and I am quite certain that he knows how to use it. So let's see what sort of AWM gameplay he gets. This person's already too close though, so that looks like might have been another bot running in a straight line. I mean, running in a straight line is pretty good indicator that they're a bot if they have their gun raised and they're running straight towards something. Because normal players, I mean, I know sometimes I run in a straight line too with my gun out, but the players, especially when they're better, what they typically do is they'll put their gun away like Nova did here, so you can run 6% faster or so. And then there's somebody running that way. He stopped. Okay, so there's somebody behind the rock. That guy's real, most likely, because bots don't crouch. And there's a nice headshot there with the AWM. So it looks like he took him out, and then he took out the guy who took him out. So there we go. Could have been a bot running. Nope, that was probably another real person then, because here's another guy here. Oh, he's going to revive him. That's a terrible idea. So gives Nova the time to get another kill, another headshot with that AWM, putting that ammo to excellent use because you don't have too much of it. So yeah, most likely real guy behind the tree there, or behind the rock there, crouching, engaging that other guy out in the field, and then his teammate went to go revive him, and that was a mistake. So they hear more shots off to the east. There's a guy already knocked out by one of his teammates with the Tommy gun. I bet he's rocking that extended magazine Tommy gun, which is pretty decent, honestly. It's definitely underrated. I mean, other than the issue with the sight, there's another person. He's too close for the AWMs. He doesn't want to waste the ammo. It's very valuable ammo in this game, because unless you find another airdrop or loot somebody else who also had one, you're not going to be getting any more. There's a guy who just got owned. There's a compensator for the sniper, obviously not a big deal because the AWM is a bolt action. So we got some more boost items, always good. There's the rock, he killed the guys behind. So let's see what sort of stuff is there. He says, hey, come over here, there are 3 people dead that I just killed. So they went back, got the vehicle because the zone is going to be closing in, so that's a smart idea to grab that vehicle. And now you're up to 15 kills and 39 people left. So they're finding most of the people who are left. That's what's so interesting about this game is, they're really seeking out those people. They're not playing passive. I mean, they're, contending for the airdrop. They're getting the airdrop, but they're also playing in a way that they want to make sure they're not missing anybody. So if they see anybody, they're going to go there and engage them, which is tough. I mean, they're very good players, and that's why you can do that. Otherwise, normally it's not the best idea to just, oh, there's a squad, let me engage them. But if you want to get these sorts of games, you have to. So it looks like teammate 2 is getting a little low on the health there. That's just because of the zone doing some damage. Looks like they have a vehicle they can use to pick up the teammates. Oh no, it's a bus though. Oh man, or the van rather. So not entirely sure that it's going to do that well, but it is on a road, so the van will do all right on the road. But off road, those things are just so awful. So teammate 2 used a first aid kit, healed up. That way, not going to take too much damage. Zone still isn't doing too much damage, so the zone isn't awful yet. I believe it's the 5th zone. I believe it's either the 4th or 5th. Once you're outside that one, it gets tough to heal. But the early zones, the first 3 or so, are so easy to heal that you really don't have to worry about being outside them even for a couple minutes, as long as you have the appropriate healing items. Looks like the zone is going to be closing to the southeast quite a ways, the next one. So I think that's going to be even southeast of Pecado, if I'm right. So that looks like we're going to be having to move quite a distance in that direction. There's somebody running over there. How's that holographic sight? I'm curious. Most people prefer the red dot over the holographic because it obstructs less of your vision, and a lot of people prefer the 2 times over the holographic or the red dot for this sort of closer combat because it gives you a little better magnification. It's very similar. You can see him just increasing his brightness. That's always a great tip too. Obviously, it heats up your device, and if your device gets hot, it can start to dim automatically. But running the maximum brightness you can, always a good idea because it just makes it easier to see things. So let's see what they're going to do now. They're on the edge of the zone. They've got 650 meters to go. It looks like the zone's going to be closing to the west of Los Leones. So we'll have to see what happens there. 35 people left, 17 kills now. And a van going through the fields. So not too bad. This is a pretty flat one, but oh man, those vans, they do not hey, there's somebody. So once again, they see somebody and immediately engage them. So that's another bot running straight at them. But hey, a kill is a kill is a kill. So gonna go ahead. I don't even think he's gonna loot that guy. No, he's not going to. He still has quite a bit of 5.56. And there's another guy who was knocked out that way. Looks like a teammate got him with that Car 98, I think Sin has. So, yep, there we go. Sin with the Car 98 kill. Another person dispatched, 31 left. So they're heading towards that airdrop, it looks like. Maybe they will, and I guess they'll either go for it, and that's the annoying part of the van. And as you can see, not making very fast travel. But looks like there's somebody going for the airdrop there with the 8x scope. That's very far away on the edge of the render range. So perhaps they are going to go a little bit closer with the van and then make their way towards that drop. Those drops are interesting. You can either use them, you can either try to get the drop and get whatever is in it, usually some decent weapons and armor, or you can use them as bait and then just kill the people who go for the drops. So looks like we've got 3 in the vehicle, 1 not. Flips is not in the vehicle. They are heading towards gunfire. It looks like there's some gunfire at the, there's a guy right there. Looks like there's some gunfire at the crate perhaps. There's one guy there, one guy further. Potentially Potentially bots. I don't know, honestly. It's so tricky. Uh-oh, he got knocked out. Looks like from the second story maybe of that house. That's surprising. So see, I don't know entirely where those shots went from or came from. So you can see they're using the cover to their advantage. They're actually getting behind cover, so they're removing the line of sight that whoever shot them had. That way he can easily heal and not have to worry about getting knocked out right away. So you can see he went prone, and now he's going to use one of those 7 first aid kits, a ton of first aid kits there. So, and Nova Sin is pretty low too. So he's going to chuck a grenade up that way. And let's see, actually it's a smoke grenade. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. So he's going to chuck a smoke grenade there to provide some cover, and they're just going to go in. So this guy knocked him out, and a couple seconds later he's healed, and he's going to go in and engage this person because he doesn't want them getting away. So looks like he thinks they're up here. Let's see. Nope, they're not. Where did he go? So maybe the guy who knocked him out moved. The annoyance of not being able to vault through a window, can feel that pain. Sin is sniping or moving around that building, so he's thinking perhaps he's in this building instead. They're going to go upstairs. This is the one I think he shot him from, but it's hard to tell. Oh yeah, so he did already get him. That's impressive. So there's a police vest, a fresh one, level 2. It's a good find. See what this guy had on him, or no, they're actually not going to. So perhaps he feels like he has enough already. Nope, not a person, that's a sign. Always gets me confused, those road signs that look like, almost look like people from a far distance. So now, so instead of looting that guy, obviously they are using voice chat, so perhaps he said, don't loot him, there are people out this way, we need you out here. So obviously an AWM with an 8 times is a very deadly weapon if you know how to use it in the game. So it's important to have him out there. It looks like, enemies ahead out that way. Oh, there he is. It looks like this is a squad because there are 2 of them running in a straight line next to each other. And it's a lot harder to hit real people because they tend to not move entirely in a straight line. So bolt action snipers are not my favorite for this reason, but it's also because I'm just not that great at using them. So let's see if they can figure it out. Nova Flips got him with the SKS, so he must have gotten an SKS at some point. I guess he's using the SKS, and then Sin is using the Kar 98. I think that's how it is. So another first aid kit there. Looks like they knocked out one of those guys. So there's the guy who's still standing. Going to take a shot and get the headshot on him with the AWM. That's nice. That's an instant knockout. There's a guy crawling there, which one of his teammates must have downed. Novasniper. Actually, what was that? Oh yeah, no, that was the AWM. There we go. So watching the kill feed, I'm like, wait a minute, that looks like does someone else also have an AWM? No. There's the door that is glitching. Sin using the Kar 98, that makes sense. There's somebody there shooting another guy over by the truck. And this is confusing. Sometimes these are bots shooting at each other, sometimes they're real people. You never really know. Is that double airdrop too? Yeah, there are. There are 2 airdrops that are like super close to each other. So that's a good indicator that the zone is going to close right around here. Up to 23 kills now, 18 people left. They have now, or Novasniper at least has more kills than there are people left. That's always a great position to be in. And he is going to go ahead and use yet another first aid kit. So there's another supply drop that landed behind them. And he's going to go ahead and boost up too. Always a good idea. Looks like the zone is going to be closing in that direction, so they'll be moving towards that new supply crate, I'd imagine. And we'll see what happens. Only 14 people left now. And I've had the zone close here. Oh, there's another person northeast. Or 2 people. 2 people northeast, right? So go ahead and get the knockout. I think one of his friends knocked him out too, or one of his friends knocked out the air guy. So here we go. We're now up to 25 kills, 11 people left. And those 11 people should be, well, actually it's not 11 people left. It's actually 7 other people left. But those people should be quite scared because this is quite the team. So curious if he's going to go for the airdrop or not. I mean, he has an AWM, but he could use more ammo for it. So let's see if it is one, or perhaps it could have a fresh helmet or vest in it. Let's see what it's got. It's got M24. Okay, so it's got an extended quick draw for the sniper. But, so interesting, he's actually going to go ahead and swap out the AWM for an M24 with extended quick draw magazine. So it looks like just because of the additional ammo, I'm guessing, you know, he didn't have that many rounds in the AWM left. Maybe a teammate picked it up on a, yeah, it looks like Flips might have picked it up. So, because I mean, he still had enough ammo that I think it would be worth keeping. Oh, there's a guy, right? Real guy, position 105. Ah, man, looked like a headshot. Looked like it would have been a headshot, but 2 body shots there, and that's where it's a bit of a bummer that that wasn't an AWM, because 2 body shots with the AWM would have led to a knockout there, most likely, unless they were like limb shots, versus 2 shots with the M24. Do a lot of damage, but the base damage on that M24 is quite a bit lower than the AWM. Yeah, so Flips took the AWM, so that's what he did. So he swapped it for the M24, has a ton more shots, and then his teammate gets a chance with the AWM, and looks like he is using it. So awesome. And that's teamwork for you. That's, you know, that's one of the reasons too. I mean, these are all really good players, obviously, but the other reason that this game is working so well is because they're working so well together. You know, they've revived each other a number of times. They've all stuck roughly in the same area so they can support each other with kills. And playing together as a team is something that's certainly overlooked. A lot of times you have like the hero person who just thinks like they can just go out and just kill everybody, or like go out to supply drop on their own, doesn't need any help, and whoa, there's a person real close. So, you know, and the heroes, typically what happens then is that person dies, and then other people run in to try to save that person, and they get owned too, and that's how the squad falls. So, wow, running out of 5.56, but fortunately that guy had a little bit of it. There's a person who was crouched and dead. Yeah, so this is a pretty high level game then, because look at that experience. Didn't get that much experience for the amount of kills and just the overall impressiveness of the game. So I think what we'll do now is we'll just go ahead and back up a little bit. We'll see here, we'll just back up and then freeze frame at the end, just so you can see what they got. They got, let's see if we can find the damage screen. There we go. So a total, this is insane. I've never seen this many kills in a single match. It was a pretty quick match too, because they went out and got those kills. 27, 37, 47, 49 plus 7. So a total of 56 kills. That is just insane. And damage done, look at that too. 3,000, 2,600, 13, 870. That's ridiculous, because each person only has 100 health. So when someone does 3,000 damage rather, that's the equivalent, if there was no healing in the game, that would be the equivalent of killing 30 people, basically. You know, so that is just ridiculous. They killed more than half the entire server, because it didn't even start with 100 people. I think it was 98. So that's 94 other people. So out of 94 other people, they got 56 kills. And this was pretty high level game too, because they didn't gain a ton of ranking for this insanity. They only gained like 27 ranking points, which is a lot, but I mean, look at that, a 27 kill game and a win. So there you go. There you have it. My first official cast of your games. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I'll probably leave this in a channel update video too, but DerekGreplays@gmail.com. I'll put it in the description below and put it on screen again. If you have a replay, it doesn't have to be quite this insane, but it should be pretty high level, or something pretty crazy should happen, because we want it to be something that you guys on this channel want to watch and enjoy. So my name's DerekG. If you enjoyed this video, definitely give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. It really does help the channel, and I super appreciate it. And if you aren't subscribed already and you enjoy this sort of content, definitely consider doing that now, because I'll be posting a ton more PUBG mobile stuff coming soon. So I hope to see you on the battlefield soon.